whatever.
South side of town.
We're down in the woods. And Mike kicked that out with his feet after our first run of the bobcat.
Man, broke.
Found those 3 brokes. I found that broke after the first run of the bobcat down there, and then all those brokes. And now Mike's got one.
A little one.
On his screen.
It's dusty over here. Look at that.
It is dry.
Dry.
The only place we could actually dig is down here in the woods where there's just a little bit of moisture.
Yeah.
Up here, it's all turned to concrete.
Yeah, that's rock hard.
I would just be spinning my wheels.
We're down here in the shade. We just moved shade spots. Where we at? Watch out, Jersey. Oh, there it is.
Dried up since we left.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all the cake on there.
It is.
Might be a beautiful, beautiful point after it's off there. You never know.
That's
pretty neat. Hey,
take some water, clean it up.
It's a good start to the day. Congratulations, Mr. Mike. How about that, Jersey? Hey, shut up.
Jersey, that's enough. We know you want to be on camera too.
Mercy.
No, she wants someone to grab that stick and play tug. Is what she wants.
Oh, greedy here.
Oh, greedy.
Got to have everything on his screen. Check that out. That's a pretty point, even with the ancient damage.
Yeah, that's an ancient ear go.
Nice made, shape.
Well, that'll look real nice, cleaned up. Nice material.
Boy, look at that dirt. Boy, I bet it is. It looks shiny.
It is.
I can tell. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Congratulations, Jersey.
Found some other broke this morning. Just pulled this off this same screen. That little thing there. And so broken point here. Let's run that way, he says.
Oh, lucky here.
I just
found a stellar killer smoker.
And this dirt's rocky.
Look at the tip on that. Unbelievable it made it through the rock. Flip it over and let's hope it ain't got a giant.
Nope.
Nope. All right. Boy.
That's a pretty point.
He's going home a winner today and we're just started.
Ooh. See how sparkly it is? So it's either quartzite or maybe ulitic. I got a rock pile over here. I got a big chunk of ulitic material right there. I think it is. Might be quartzite. We'll find out later.
Over this thing. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Look at this baby. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That is... What the heck is that? Is that just a beautiful Etley, I guess?
Yeah, with a bulbous base.
With a bulbous base.
They'd want to call it a fairy point, but we know better.
Man.
Fairy ain't nothing but another Etley.
Can you believe that?
That is a sweetie.
Hey, now we're both going home.
Winners.
No walk of shame and winners.
Both going home winners today. Yeah, that's a dandy.
I'm going to go wash mine.
That's a beauty.
I know you weren't excited enough to wash yours. I'm going to wash mine.
Do you see any water up here? He's going to go wash it in Jersey's water. That's where he's going to go. You watch him.
Hey, you got a lot of water.
Going to use her water.
See what the heck that is. That could
Oh,
be.
man, my heart's been pounding for a little bit. And I even had to wait for Richard to show up.
Look at that.
Let's see if I can't get back down here again. I lost my knee out. Look at that hiding down there. Ain't that killer looking?
Oh, come on.
It's got both ears. Please. Oh.
Dad.
Oh.
That sucks.
That does like break my heart.
That's like almost like the one I just found.
Look at that.
Oh, man.
That's crying shame.
And then I got this little thing.
Oh, that's pretty.
Man, I thought that was going to come out of there 3 inches.
Man. Well, it's been a while since I found something on this bank. Since my coop. That was a couple years ago. I don't know what we got here. I don't know which way it's going. Oh, it's just a big broken tip. Well, I didn't take a few more steps after finding that, and I wasn't sure if it was all there, so I just kind of did that number. But, oh, this is a blunt. It's missing some tip too. Dang it. Howdy. This is my other walking stick from my buddy Cole Panel and his old lady Cheyenne. He's down in Ozark, Missouri. Look at that. Man, I hope it's whole. It's got serrations too. Oh, it's in there tough. Come on. Oh man, that is, oh, please tip me. There it is. It is. Oh, look at that, would ya? Oh my. Now that is a rice lobe. You find a rice lobe in our area. That's what they look right there. This one doesn't even have the super steep bevels like they do. Look at that. See that bevel? Oh my, that is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Surface hunting's been tough lately. I found that. Man, thank you, Great Spirit. That's awesome.
Jersey, what are you doing jumping on me?
Rained a little bit. Couple brokes, nice ads. Richard found ads and some other stuff and walking her. Don't step on it. And look, she's wanting to step right on it. It had pressure on it, so I kind of stopped moving it. Oh, look there.
That's Sedalia.
Look at that.
You never thought it was a Sedalia.
No,
did
I
ya?
figured it's going to be an Atlee.
Boy,
I don't get
that's
lucky
a beautiful
enough.
Sedalia.
Well, it looks like it too,
Look
don't
at
it?
brown.
Maybe even a little Nebo Hillish.
Yeah.
A little crossover.
Yeah. Awesome. Ain't that awesome, Jersey? Well, I think that's the best that type you found here for a while.
Yeah.
Whatever type
Sweet.
it is. That's going to be killer.
Perfect morning too. It's finally clue. It's finally.
Who's in a perfect morning for, Jersey?
And I just found a killer rice lobe.
Well, here we are. I don't know, about 12 sifters in through this or so.
Probably.
Mike found that first one, and then I just
Oh,
found
look
this
at
one
that.
here.
That's a nice Atlee.
And look at all rocky and nasty, and
Looks pinkish.
it does, don't it? I'll have to wash it off.
Boy, I bet that's going to be pretty.
Awesome possum.
There
Hey,
you go, Richard.
we're going home winners again.
Yeah, we know. I had to come out here on the sidewalk so I could catch some early morning sunlight. It is Thursday, August 26th. And August has been a pretty good month for being August. August is always like the worst month of artifact hunting, period. Out of any year. It can be harder than December or January. Always lots of brokes. Always lots of brokes. Big heartbreakers, broken preforms, tips, bases. Wanted to be a tool, but never made it there. What could have been a killer. Then all the good ones. Been a lot of screening, a little kicking around in the dirt, and some surface hunting. Oh, come on, focus. A lot of cameras are different. Sometimes you gotta have the background close. Cool little scraper I found here. Surface hunting. Uniface. Real nice edge work on that side. I've actually been finding a lot of those lately. This was a surface heartbreaker. Skinnied up Snyder's Point. This was another surface find. A knife. Broken edge. But that edge most likely broke because of that inclusion right there, which would have, as a whole piece, shown as a natural fracture line. He probably made this blade and used it, and that didn't break off until, who knows, 1,000 years later. Oh, what else was a surface find here? Let's see. You saw this killer. Actually, it was in the soil like this. Man, a shame that Calf Creek was broke. But that break's as old as the point itself. All kinds of mineral deposits. And it just snapped off from this way here outwards. Such a shame, too. Finding a whole Calf Creek point with both ears, or both ears in the tip, is so hard to do. Oh, then I guess we have the rest of the well. This was a surface find, but the rest are all screened out. This here is a really, really cool adze. Has the sloped bit on it, mostly uniface on this side. It's the material though. This is true oolitic, as where this piece here is a high quality piece of quartzite. So it has sparkles in it too. Though when you look at quartzite under magnification, whether the quartzitic piece are in a spherical pattern or they're just in some like little kind of like globish pattern, they're always within a matrix around them. As where oolitic looks like a sphere with a sphere inside of it. So a lot of people call them fish eggs. And even though they will be slightly embedded in a matrix, those ooliths, the little spheres, all touch each other, overlap each other, some of them. You'll never find that on quartzite. It's like this piece here. This was a piece from the property. This was a kicked out heartbreaker. Richard just got done moving some dirt around, and I was over there kicking dirt, and this flung out. All old damage. Here's a really nice quartzite Etley. This little side notch on the property is interesting. Definitely some type of mid-archaic point. Just not very many other signs of something like this up there. This was a screened out find. Killer Smetley Point, which is a cross between a Smith and an Etley. Even Missouri Archaeological Society in southern Missouri has finally started to use the classification term Smetley, so that will make it official, not just some redneck spitting out words. These are a couple of heartbreakers. Now, a while back, everybody that watches Richard's videos saw the little pink Calf Creek he found. That's exactly what these are. Sharpened down and exhausted to nothing. And then broke, of course. Now, it's possible this one here could have been a hardened. Oops, but it's most likely a Calf Creek too. They're found right by each other. And for the awesome surface finds, this rice lobed here. as the cross beveling. Most rice lobes found in my area, mid-Missouri, do not have the great big classic lobed ears. Even though this has some lobed ears, as the lobed base, which is just extremely heavy thinning in the basal area that makes them more concaved. Most of them found in my area have a straight or a very slightly concaved base. And then the stellar little find, this nice little crossover lance point, which you really can't classify it as a Nebo Hill because the blade convex out from the base and the tip. And you really can't, that's why you can't classify it a Nebo Hill. Nebo Hills do not convex out in the blade area between the tip and the base, and Sedalias do not have a median ridge. But people forget we have a culture that made 5 different types of knives and made 3 different types of projectiles. Then you take sites in areas where the Ozark Hills and the prairies collide, and you get a mix of every point type that they made. All 5 knives and all 3 projectiles. So you're going to find where the Sedalia and Nebo Hill are going to cross over, become an in-betweener type point, more so, versus say if you go to an actual Nebo Hill site or a Sedalia site. Because once you get so far into the Ozark Hills, the Sedalias and Nebo Hills disappear off of an Etley site. You won't find them. Again, that's something we need to go through one of these days in discussion videos, if I ever get those started. Labor Day weekend is next weekend. Don't know if I'll have another video out by then. I kind of doubt it. So I just want to hope everyone and wish everyone a safe and great Labor Day weekend. Hope everybody enjoys themselves. Don't forget to try and stay humble, because the world is always crazy around us. The world's always been crazy. You just have to learn to find your niche in the world and what brings you happiness and content, and go with that. Alright, we're out of here. Later.